Maya, pick up on what Jonathan is talking about, and also talk about what you're calling prosecutorial reform, and how what does that look like from your vantage point, and how are you doing that through the organization you founded called Win with Justice?
Yes. So one of the biggest parts of our heart is really to put color behind some of these uh not slogans, but some of these words you hear and some of these systematic things and changes and this and that. And some people are hearing these cries for change, but not really understanding why a change is necessary, because maybe your family and your life experience hasn't seen the devastation of what happens when these changes aren't made. And so sharing Jonathan's story, sharing our family story will hopefully help people kind of settle into a place to have their perspective widened, to see what some of these um, unhealthy practices and ways are doing. And so, one of those ways is a culture that can be present in some prosecutors' offices that are simply about getting the conviction. Basically,
Mhm.
whoever's on the other side, I'm just trying to beat them, instead of really taking the time and the energy to look with a more restorative justice lens of saying, how can the other side, how can this community, taking account both sides and seeing what is needed for healing, for restoration, for justice, which also means going back and fixing mistakes that are a result of a non-perfect system. And so one of the aspects on our nonprofit Win with Justice that we love to highlight is an organization called For the People. And there's a tool in our toolkit tab that helps people learn more about how there's initiatives, prosecutor initiated um, reforms, uh, where they can go back um, and undo wrongful convictions and re-examine questionable convictions so that the prosecutors can be encouraged to have those checks and balances.
Mhm.
And so there are good ideas out there. It's just a matter of, I think, shining a light for the whole community, not just the community that you're safe and comfortable in, but the whole human community around you. If we're not all safe and given tools to thrive, then what kind of community are we? What kind of America are we? When I go overseas and represent the United States and they put that gold medal around our neck, like, what are we doing? Who are we really becoming? And so I just want us to open up our eyes to the least and the vulnerable, and saying there's life down here.
Mhm.
How can I use my privilege and my power to pour it out to uplift someone else? Because at the end of the day, we all need help, and we're all where we are because of the help we received.
That's right.